Hi everyone, today we are diving into a new API service that you might find really useful. It's called Findymail. I was working with a client recently who needed an email verification solution, and that's how I came across this tool. After exploring it, I discovered that Findymail provides a full sets of APIs for verifying emails, finding contacts, phone numbers, and even LinkedIn profile enrichment. That gives me an idea. Why not build a TypeScript wrapper around it and make it available on NPM for others to use as well? So in this video, I will walk you through the service, show you how to use their API, how I built and tested the wrapper, and how you can publish your own TypeScript library to NPM. If you are building tools that needs reliable email or contact data, Findymail might be a great fit, and my wrapper will help you to get started faster. Let's jump in. So let's create a directory. I'm calling my directory Findymail wrapper, and let's move into the directory and let's run some commands to start TypeScript npm init-y. After that part is done, we have to install TypeScript and TSUP. We are using TSUP to bundle the code and generate type declaration. It's fast and super easy for libraries. Now you can see we are running npx tsc-init to create a tsconfig file, and here you can see the tsconfig file. We are going to update that later. So before moving further, we have to update the tsconfig.json. I'm going to suggest you copy my code and paste it in your tsconfig. Now update the package.json. Here you are going to give it a name, a version, a description, and here you are going to give it the repository link. After that, we have to add a bug URL, a home page, the main file, types file, and this array is going to show you what files are going to get published, exports, and important point, remember to add this build command when you are going to run npm run build. This command is going to generate the build folder. Now let's create a source folder. Inside this source folder, we are going to create a new file index.tx, and then we are going to create a new file for types family mail types.ts. So now let's create a simple class. We are going to get the API key from the constructor, and we are going to create a new function, a request function. This private function is going to be used in our class in future. This private function is going to take two parameters. First, it's going to take a URL. Second, it's going to take other options, and then it's going to fetch and return the data. So now let's go through the docs and see what next function we have to create. So the next function we have to create is a verify function to verify a potential email. As you can see from the docs, this verification function is going to take a single object as a parameter, and then it's going to use our private function, and at last it's going to verify the email. And as you can see, we have added the code of what kind of data we are going to get if the request is successful. Next, we are going to walk through some of the other feature availables in Findymail API. As you can see from the documentation, Findymail offers a wide range of endpoints that let you do everything from managing contact list to verifying emails and finding leads. But to keep the video short and focused, I won't go through every single function. Instead, I will show you the most important and commonly used ones. These includes get list, create list, update contact list, delete list, get saved contacts, find from name, and of course, one of the most useful, find from the domain. This last one is especially interesting because it demonstrates function overloading in TypeScript. Here I'm using multiple function signature to handle different kind of inputs. This is a great example of how you can design flexible APIs while keeping your code clean and predictable. If you are not familiar with the function overloading in TypeScript, it's basically a way to tell the compiler that the same function can behave differently depending on the input types and structure. Feel free to explore the rest of the routes if you want more advanced uses like LinkedIn scraping, employee search, or phone lookups. So this is the final function I want to show you. Find from LinkedIn. This function is used to extract contact information from the LinkedIn profile. It takes two parameters, LinkedIn URL, the profile you want to search, webhook URL, if you want the API to send the data to a webhook later. Now here is how it works. If you don't provide a webhook URL, the API will respond synchronously and you will get the contact data immediately in the response. But if you provide a webhook URL, the API works asynchronously. It will send you a confirmation response right away and then later post the actual contact data to your webhook endpoint. This is helpful if the lookup is time consuming or you want to queue multiple requests and handle them in the background. This kind of setup using webhooks is really useful in production app. For example, if you are building a lead enrichment tool or automation pipeline, this lets you send hundreds of LinkedIn profile and handle the response later without blocking your frontend or API. Okay, so we are almost done. Before publishing to npm, let's quickly test the library locally. First, build it by running npm run build, then link it globally by running npm link. Now create a test folder, treat it like a dummy project, and inside that run npm link your library name. Like here, I am putting Findymail TS. This will link your local library so you can test it directly without publishing. You can import and use it like any regular npm package. Also, you can get this API key from the Findy email API section. Click on the API section and here you can see create API token. You have to add some kind of name. Like here you can see Imran Khan and click create, and you can see your API token has been generated. This API token you are going to use in your application. Now before publishing, make sure you have logged into npm. If not, run npm login or else npm publish will going to fail. After that, please run npm pack to get a zip file. In this zip file, you are going to get all the files that are going to get published. And this is a very important point. Every time you publish a new version, you must update the version number in package.json like 1.0.0 to 1.0.1. Otherwise, npm will throw a version conflict error. Once you are ready, just run npm publish and boom, your library is live and it's ready to use. Okay, let me tell you some extra bonus point. If you are a kind of developer who prefer working with Open API, good news for you. Findy Email also provides an Open API spec file you can download directly from their docs and use it to auto-generate client SDKs. One last thing I wanted to share. If you found Findly useful and you are considering signing up for a plan, I have added my referral link in the description below. By using that link, you won't pay anything extra, but I will receive a small commission which helps support this channel and lets me keep making videos like this. You can think of it as a small way to say thanks. If this video helped you out, thanks so much for watching. See you in the next one.